Have you ever felt that magnetic pull? That intense, almost inexplicable connection to someone you've just met? You chalk it up to chemistry, good vibes, or maybe even fate. But what if I told you it's none of those things? What if that feeling is a beautiful, intricate deception? The great philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer, a master of seeing the world for what it truly is, would argue that you're not in control at all. He believed that what we call attraction isn't a conscious choice. It's a biological trick, a powerful illusion orchestrated by what he called the will to live, a blind, striving force that uses us for its own purpose, procreation. Most people wander through life as puppets of this will, chasing desires they don't understand, falling in and out of love without ever knowing why. Today, here at Shadow Intelligence, we're going to cut those strings. We're diving deep into Schopenhauer's Metaphysics of Love and distilling it into 5 dark psychological pillars. These pillars will not only help you understand the mechanics of instant attraction, but will also give you the tools to project it, master it, and fundamentally shift the dynamics of your interactions. If you're tired of being the one who chases and you're ready to become the one who is sought, then listen very closely. This isn't about pickup lines or cheap tricks. This is about understanding the hidden architecture of the human mind. First, let's talk about Pillar 1, the law of psychological completion. Schopenhauer's central idea was that a primal, relentless force, the will, drives all of existence. When it comes to attraction, this will isn't looking for similarity. It's desperately seeking balance. It's a process of neutralization. This means we are subconsciously, powerfully drawn to individuals who possess the qualities we ourselves lack. Think about it. An emotionally volatile, chaotic person often finds themselves mesmerized by someone with a stoic, unshakable stability. A quiet, shy individual is captivated by a dominant, assertive presence. They aren't just attracted to a person. They are attracted to a completion of themselves. To trigger this instant magnetic pull, you must first become a keen observer. Identify what the other person is missing in their own psychological makeup. Are they overly logical and structured? Perhaps they crave a touch of spontaneity and artistic chaos. Are they constantly seeking validation? Maybe they need a pillar of self-assured independence. Your task is to project that shadow quality, the very trait they are unconsciously searching for. When you do this, you cease to be just another person in the room. You become the missing piece of their psychological puzzle, an answer to a question they didn't even know they were asking. This creates a pull so deep it feels like destiny. But it's not destiny, it's design. Now for Pillar 2, the power of the unattainable. Most people get this completely wrong. They try way too hard to be liked. They're too agreeable, they smile too much, they laugh at every joke, and they lay all their cards on the table from the very beginning. They make themselves an open book. Schopenhauer would see this as a fatal error. He argued that the human will, by its very nature, is a creature of endless striving. It is never satisfied by what is easily gained. The moment something is fully possessed, the desire for it begins to fade. To be truly attractive, you must embody the concept of the challenge. You must be a mountain to be climbed, not a pebble to be pocketed. How do you do this? Practice what we call strategic absence. Don't be available 24/7. Don't reply to texts instantly. Let there be gaps. Let there be silence. When you are physically present in a room, be fully present, but also unreadable. Let your gaze linger, but keep your thoughts your own. This isn't about playing games. It's about understanding human nature. This strategic unattainability creates a vacuum in the other person's mind. It's a space that they feel an almost compulsive need to fill with thoughts of you. They'll start wondering what you're thinking, what you're doing, and why they can't seem to figure you out. You're no longer just a person they met. You're a mystery they need to solve. This leads us to Pillar 3, the allure of quiet authority. Schopenhauer was a certified genius who had little patience for the superficial chatter of what he called the common herd. He valued depth, insight, and a superior intellect. In our modern world, this translates into a potent, dark aphrodisiac, intelligence. But I'm not talking about the loud, bragging intelligence of someone who needs to prove how smart they are. That repels. I'm talking about quiet authority. It's the person who doesn't need to be the center of attention, but becomes it anyway, simply by the weight of their words. Instead of talking about celebrity gossip or the weather, you steer conversations toward deeper concepts. Talk about philosophy, the hidden patterns in society, the psychology behind a film, the why behind the what. When you demonstrate that you see the world through a different lens, a shadow intelligence lens, you signal a mind that operates on a higher level. You aren't just sharing facts, you are revealing a unique perspective. This makes you a magnetic mystery. People are not just drawn to your intelligence. They are drawn to the world you see, a world that is richer, deeper, and more interesting than their own. They feel an unconscious urge to decode you, to understand how your mind works, and in doing so, they become deeply invested in you. Pillar 4 is one of the most subtle yet powerful principles, the mirror of the ideal self. Schopenhauer observed that the will is always seeking to perpetuate itself, but in a better, more perfected form. This is the biological imperative behind why we seek partners who can neutralize our flaws and produce balanced offspring. On a psychological level, this translates into the mirror effect. To create an instant, profound bond, you must learn to subtly mirror the other person's deepest, often unexpressed, values and ideals. This is not about mimicry. It's not about copying their body language or repeating their words. It's about embodying their hidden aspirations. If you discern that they secretly value freedom above all else, you project a spirit that is untamable, a presence that cannot be caged. If their core desire is for power and influence, you demonstrate through your actions and bearing that you are a force they cannot easily control or predict. You are reflecting their own hidden will, their own ideal self back at them. The brain's limbic system doesn't register this as a clever technique. It interprets it on a primal level as finding a kindred spirit, a soulmate. It's a connection that feels immediate, profound, and absolutely real because you are showing them the person they secretly wish they could be. Finally, we arrive at Pillar 5, the pinnacle of Schopenhauer's philosophy of attraction, the ultimate tool in this dark psychological arsenal, the supremacy of indifference. Schopenhauer famously noted that we only truly value that which we are in danger of losing. The fear of loss is a far more powerful motivator than the prospect of gain. This is the secret that unlocks everything else. By demonstrating, genuinely, that your happiness, your self-worth, and your emotional state do not depend on their approval or attention, you fundamentally alter the power dynamic. You become the ultimate prize because your value is self-generated. You are not a supplier seeking a customer. You are a self-contained universe that they are privileged to witness. This isn't an act, it's a mindset. It's the quiet confidence that comes from having your own mission, your own passions, your own unshakable inner world. When you embody this true indifference, you become untouchable, or as the Brazilians say, intocável. People can sense it. They sense that you don't need them, and this paradoxically makes them need you. Attraction is not a gift you offer to others in the hopes they will accept. It is a command you issue through your very presence, your posture, and your perspective. You don't chase affection, you let it orbit you. So let's recap the 5 pillars. The law of psychological completion, where you become the missing piece. The power of the unattainable, where you become the challenge. The allure of quiet authority, where you become the mystery. The mirror of the ideal self, where you become their soulmate reflection. And finally, the supremacy of indifference, where you become the prize. These aren't just theories. They are psychological laws. When you understand and apply them, you stop being a puppet to the whims of attraction and start becoming the one pulling the strings. Not to manipulate, but to navigate the world with a deeper understanding of human nature. You move from being a passive participant in the game of love to an active player who understands the rules. If you have understood these principles today, if you are ready to master the shadows, comment "Will to Power" below. Let me know you've grasped these hidden laws.